Hello everyone, this is Elizabeth Bilugina and you're watching Daily Forex Trading Plan by FBS. It's Wednesday, the 17th of July. And before we start discussing technical outlook for the major pairs, let's have a look at the economic calendar at FBS website to see what happened yesterday and what will happen today and how it all affects the performance of the major currencies. So first of all, pay attention to the fact that America released better than expected retail sales figures yesterday, and that helped the USD strengthen, especially versus currencies like the euro and the British pound, which were weakened by themselves. Now, market expects that the Federal Reserve will likely reduce interest rates by 25 basis points at the end of the month and not by 50 basis points. So all in all, there is some potential for the US dollar to perform rather well in the upcoming trading sessions. The euro was hit by weaker than expected German investor confidence data in July, and the British pound is affected by concerns about a no-deal Brexit. If we have a look at the economic calendar for today, we will see that the market awaits British CPI consumer inflation figures at 11:30 MetaTrader time. It may have a mild impact on the pound. And in addition, later today there will be figures from Canada, inflation data as well, and here the low reading is expected. That may hurt the Canadian currency if indeed data comes in line with forecasts. So pay attention to that. Back to the charts, we can see that euro dollar indeed broke to the downside. Yesterday we spoke that it is consolidating between 1.1250 and 1.1280. Well, the breakdown was to the downside, and we can see that the exchange rate fell towards the support line which connects the lows of June and July, just below 1.12 mark, and further support lies at 1.1180, the low of June 18. So the decline below that level will surely open the way down for a more considerable fall towards 1.11 level. In this case, we will have a big top here and the resumption of the negative price action in Euro USD. However, for some time, the support should hold. So in case of the pullbacks to the upside, clearly resistance will be located in the area of 1.1250. The British pound went down. It pierced the levels of 1.25 and 1.24. We can see that it is trading at really low levels. Currently, the lowest points actually since April 2017. And we are now arriving at territory where the lower targets of the British pound will be determined by some round levels like 1.2350, 1.23. So that levels are the nearest targets on the downside, and attempts to recover will meet resistance at 1.2440 and 1.25. Dollar yen did manage to break the wedge to the upside and is trading above 108 mark. If the USD keeps at this node, it has a chance to strengthen to 108.60 mark. Some resistance is located on the way around 108.35. Australian dollar declined versus the USD. We can see kind of engulfing pattern here just at the resistance line, and the pair once again returned below this line and also below 100-day moving average in the area of 0.7020. Australian dollar declined on the commands of the US President Donald Trump. Trump said that The United States has still a long way to go to conclude a trade deal with China and could actually impose tariff on an additional $325 billion worth of Chinese goods if needed. So that is not a positive statement. We know that Australian dollar has a strong connection to Chinese economy. That's why the currency fell. After this kind of top was formed, there is certainly potential for revisit of lower levels located around 0.70 and probably even lower 0.6960, and to regain the opportunity to strengthen more, the currency pair needs to overcome resistance, which is now located higher in the area of 0.7065. So it seems that the way up for the Australian currency is still hard, and probably the currency pair will have to revisit lower levels before it tries once again to break to the upside. And here is the chart of the currency pair US dollar, Canadian dollar. We can see that American currency managed to return above 1.3050. The market awaits Canadian figures, and if indeed they come out weak, if indeed Canadian CPI declines, then we will target levels around 1.31, 1.3150 on the upside, the upper border of the downtrend seen here for this currency pair. These are the most exciting trading opportunities for today, and join our live session which will concern stock trading with FBS at 12 p.m. MetaTrader time. Have a great day and trade with FBS.